How's it going? I had a battle last night on Purple Surge with a guy named NumbNut. It was a really good battle, so I thought I'd bring it to you today. Alright, so I made a rain team. I'm not really good at making weather teams, but this one actually ended up working out pretty well for me, so lucky for me. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my Medusa, and I'm going to switch in right into Gullah Gullah Island, just expecting the first fire move, and I was right. Fire Blast, and of course, Polytoad's going to take that like a beast. So I'm going to switch back out, I forget why I switched back out, but, yeah. So, oh, because I know I could take a second Fire Blast in the rain. And it actually goes for Sludge Bomb. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that works even better. So I got my rocks because I wanted to. I'm going to go for the Power Whip, just expecting that he'll sub. And he does. And, I'm going to be able to break that. Thankfully, he doesn't miss. So he's going to switch out right away. And he's going to go into, Token Kiss. I was thinking I'd just go for another Power Whip, thinking in case he wouldn't stay in. But he doesn't. He does switch, and I missed the Power Whip, so that really is unfortunate to me. So he's going to go for Tri-Attack, which I thought was different. And then he actually gets the Burn. F. So, yeah. So I spent my seeds all over him just to get back some recovery and whatnot. And, so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Gonna get back some health. Both gonna switch out at this point, and he's going to go into his Azumarill, and, I'm gonna go right into my my scarf, Gullah Gullah Island. So I'm just gonna launch off a Hidden Power Electric, and that's obviously gonna take it pretty nicely because it's got a lot of bulk. But so yeah, he's gonna set up a sub, and he's gonna go for the Focus Punch. And I'm thinking at this point, I probably might as well just fodder out the Politoed because I don't want nothing to take a Focus Punch coming in. So yeah, I'm gonna take this Focus Punch. I break the sub. And I actually live. I'm like, yes, woohoo! And in my moment of glory, I totally forget about Aqua Jet. And I'm like, F, I could have totally switched there. I'm like, darn it. I totally just, like, had a hurt moment. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to send out Spider-Man. Spider-Man. And I'm going to go for the Thunder, just expecting to switch into whatever. And he brings in his Latias. I'm like, oh, okay, Latias. And, he takes the Thunder, like, pretty well, I guess. So, going to switch out right into, Latios, not into Latios, I'm sorry. I'm switching to Medusa, expecting the dragon move. I'm thinking about the damage it did. It might be Specs. I'm pretty sure it might be Specs. I'm not sure at this point. But, so yeah, I know he's going to switch because, he's pretty much almost confirming that he might be Specs. And, I'm just going to spit my seeds all over whatever's going to come in next. And, yeah, it happens to be Skunk Tank. I know I can take a Fire Blast and, on my Kermit, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. But I get burned. I'm like, dude, not again. Not cool. I'm like, I thought I was the queen of hacks. He's just getting, like, so much hacks. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to bring up a Swords Dance just to, return my attack to normal, just to get something off. I'm thinking in the back of my mind he might have Explosion, but I'm just kind of, like, pushing it to the side, and I should have maybe went for the Sucker Punch or switched out, but I didn't. So I went for the second Swords Dance, and it turns out he does carry Explosion, and I just lost my Kermit for no reason. Crap. So, yeah. In comes Spider-Man, and he's gonna bring out his little peekaboo thing. Azumarill, there we go. And, I don't want to take an Aqua Jet in the rain, so I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Medusa just to take the hit a whole lot better and to also get some Iron Barbs damage off. So, yeah, so he's going to go for the Waterfall. He's going to get some more Iron Barbs damage, and even in the rain, it's still doing a lot, I guess. Well, not a lot, but I mean, it's doing enough. So anyway, gonna go for the Power Whip. Thankfully, it doesn't miss, and I get the crit, but that was useless anyway, so useless crit was useless. So I'm pretty much I'm pretty much just leaving my Medusa to fodder in at this point, because I don't want nothing to take a Dragon Pulse coming in, so Medusa did a good job. Medusa did a good job. So in comes my What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar, and judging by the amount that did, totally confirms that it's Specs for me. Gonna hit with Icicle Crash. It was a crit. I don't think that mattered at all, but, yeah. I'm a Swift Swim variant, actually. It's unreleased. I asked him if I can bring it, and I did. And he said it was okay. So, I'm a bulkier variant. Max HP, max attack with 6 EVs and speed and adamant. So, he didn't really get too much good use in this Squish on team. I might have to mess with it a little more. But anyway, at this point, I kind of think I'm screwed. I'm really, really, really needing this to hit and crit. And it does. I was spazzing so hard during that part. I was like, dude! So hit. I was like laughing so hard and everything. So I see in comes Kingdra. I'm like, F, Swift Swim. I'm like, crap. And I got speed. I'm like, what? Sniper. I'm like, this is working out so well for me. And of course, that quickly ended that, because I got paralyzed. I'm like, oh, come on. Really? Paralyzed? Gonna go for the Thunder as he rests up. Thought maybe it was rest or Chesto. It's not, but he actually has... Okay. He has the sleep talk, and he's gonna pull the rest, so yay for that. So, gonna get the Thunder. Crits, didn't matter anyway. Now I'm getting these crits when it doesn't matter. Figures. So, in comes Togekiss, and I really, really need this Thunder to hit. At this point, I'm pretty much sure I got this in the bag. Like, it's totally in the bag for me at this point. And I'm paralyzed. I'm like, come on! Not cool. So, yeah, he's got the Snore, and the Snore is going to kill me. I'm like, well, crap. So, I bring out my last Pokemon, I Hate You, which is pretty appropriately named, because that's how I pretty much feel in this battle. With all the hacks going on. But yes, I do hate roses. I don't like them at all. So I'm going to go for the Weather Ball, and that's going to do quite a bit. And he's going to go for the Tri-Attack here. And, of course, he gets the Freeze. I'm like, ah! Of course he gets the Freeze. So, what could have been my battle ended up being his battle. So, that was a very good game.